What's good, everyone? This is Jin, and welcome back for another showcase and session. Now, I've had this guy with max level links for a while now, but from a timing standpoint, I was debating on when would be a good time to show off this unit to you guys. So, considering that as of this morning, the announcement was officially made on Dokkan JP with the upcoming, which we presume will be a Tanabata LR Gogeta. It looks like it's, starting off from base Goku and Vegeta, similar to the Worldwide Celebration Strength Type LR Super Vegeta. So probably more than likely it's going to kind of go through that fashion, but it'll be quite interesting to see how this unit performs alongside that unit, considering they should link together since their starting position will be different. But, we'll find out, and I'll retest it as time goes on. But in terms of the current state for this physical type LR Gogeta or Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I guess the Angel versions, but these guys are pretty good, even considering they're 3-year LR units, and from a release date standpoint, they came out on January 31st, 2018 on JP and July 8th of 2018 on the global side. So it's certainly been a couple of years, and they still hold up pretty well. Now, in terms of like the overall link sets and team building option, in my opinion, these guys link pretty well with the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku unit. A lot of shared links amongst the group, and it just helps overall, especially considering the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku does provide the key option as well. So it allows for the LR Gogeta to be able to pull off the 18 key super attack quite easier than not. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and talk about the overall skill sets. I think, from a starting point, again, it is the Super Saiyan Angel Goku, Super Saiyan Angel Vegeta, and it does transform after conditions are met. But in terms of like the pre-transformation stats, it's pretty much with the 12 key causes colossal damage to enemy, and then the 18 key will raise attack for 1 turn and causes mega-colossal damage to enemy. And then for the passive skill, it's an attack and defense increase 120% of the start of the turn. Key +2 in addition to for every rainbow key sphere obtained, and then obviously for the fusion to activate, it's basically HP has to go 50% or below starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. Now, in terms of the Super Gogeta unit itself, the passive skill does change a little bit, as well as the super attack abilities. I think the 12 key should be the same, causes colossal damage to enemy. However, the 18 key super attack will cause mega-colossal damage to enemy and also lowers attack and defense. The passive skill, once transformed, obviously will fully recover HP, so that's always a benefit, especially given tougher situations in battle. But attacks will be effective against all types. Attack and defense will increase at 150% at the start of the turn, and then key +3 in addition per every rainbow key sphere obtained. Now, in terms of like the link sets overall, I guess we can kind of cover both of them. So the pre-transformation, you've got stuff like Kamehameha at level 10, that's attack increase of 10% when performing a super attack. Golden Warrior will be all enemies defense minus 10% and key +1. Super Saiyan is attack increase of 15%. Experienced Fighters is also attack increase of 15%. Prepare for Battle is key +2 and attack and defense increase of 5%. Fierce Battle will be attack increase of 20%. And then Legendary Power, of course, is attack increase of 15% when performing a super attack. And then for the post-transformation, Fused Fighters will be added in, which is key +2 and attack and defense increase of 5%. And I think what gets replaced with that is Experienced Fighters. So with that being said, the way I went about this overall team build is basically, again, I paired these guys up with the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku, but in the floater position, I either threw in supporting type units or other fusion related type units to activate a little bit more in links, and just kind of give you a comparison point of non-support units on rotations versus having at least one support unit as a floater. I try to give you guys like 2 different options, the way to look at it. So that's kind of the way to view it. Now, something weird did happen during my testing, and it started off with this run. This particular rotation against Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Now, in most cases, even without a support unit on rotation, Gogeta's defense is upwards of like 170k. However, after getting supered by this Vegeta, I understand, you know, the defense could be reduced by Vegeta, but it dropped a little bit too massively. So I feel like there was a glitch that occurred here because I literally can't. I really can't picture defense really dropping from like 175k down to like 31,000. I mean, that's just kind of like a little bit unbelievable, you know what I'm saying? So you'll kind of see the stats in the next rotation against the MVP 17 on the run with Infinite Dragon Ball History. I think it was the Universe 7 stage, but yeah, a little bit weird stuff going on. But I guess glitches do happen in the game. Nothing's perfect, so you know some things are bound to happen, and it's just weird. So you can see, you know, a lot of links can be activated, and then you saw, you know, the 31,831 defense. A little bit odd considering that, again, this guy's defense post-transformation can be 175k, roughly around that region. Maybe at the low point, I would say like 140k. So I don't think a defense reduction done by the enemy would really drop it that much, you know, so... Yeah, a little bit odd, but I definitely did want to note it. I don't know, maybe you guys have a lot more context behind it. If you do, let me know. Alright, so back to the unit itself. I didn't really cover the categories, so in terms of like the categories this unit falls on, it's obviously a lot. And, you know, if we break it down, it's Fusion, Pure Saiyans, Joined Forces, Movie Heroes, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Otherworld Warriors, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Power of Revival. I mean, honestly, I think from my personal standpoint, the categories that for me are the best is, you know, obviously either Fusion, maybe even Movie Heroes, but like Kamehameha and Final Trump Card or Last Resort. Those would probably for me be the best settings for, at least from a team building option. It just makes, you know, utilizing this unit a little bit easier and including it on a relevant team. I'm sure you could build pretty decent teams outside of those categories that I just called out, but from my personal standpoint, it's just simply easier to be able to build around those categories instead of the others. So that's just my opinion. If you guys have a different one, you know, certainly let me know. But I think, you know, overall though, this guy, considering it came out in the beginning of 2018, these guys are still pretty good. Definitely don't need an EZA at any point anytime soon. I'm sure that's bound to happen at some point, but not for the time being. And, you know, I think post-transformation with the Super Gogeta setting, you know, you can certainly get in the upwards of, you know, 5 million attack stats. Again, defense, you can range from 140k to 175k. Again, I was able to see 175k in defense without any support units on rotation, so you know, certainly possible to get that level. And I know Topo was on this particular rotation here, but I'm trying to think what exactly the rotation I had was. Maybe it was this one that you're seeing right now with, you know, EZA Intelligence, Super Gogeta, and then the 5-year LR Gogeta as well. But yeah, I mean, they certainly, again, this is kind of why, like, you want to go with the categories that I mentioned earlier, is it's easier to build around. You know, the key issues certainly do come up unless, you know, include units like Gogeta or Spirit Bomb Azor Goku that help mitigate the feasibility of Gogeta being able to get the 18 key super attack a little bit easier. You know, it just makes life much more simpler, and of course, you know, the 18 key at the end of the day is way better than a 12 key, so you know, that's kind of the way to look at it. But it will be interesting to see how this upcoming Tanabata DokkanFest LR Gogeta will be, in terms of, like, you know, how the unit, first of all, how the unit itself will be, but how this unit here is going to link up with the new one. I'm quite interested to be able to kind of test around and you know, see how the unit overall performs together. It's gonna be, I'm sure it's gonna be a great unit. Tanabata last year was the LR Kaioken Blue Goku and the Evolution Vegeta paired up as the Joined Forces unit LR, and you know, they're actually pretty good. I think the only thing to say about them is you certainly do want to work on their link stats and make sure you level them up, because once they get across the board level 10 links, they're actually quite good. Now at 55% without, with level 1 links, they're a little bit mediocre, but once you work on their link sets, they're actually pretty good. So even at 55%, like I said, they're still able to produce some pretty decent numbers. And we'll see how the new units play out and how this guy will potentially pair up with the ton about the LR coming up. But for the time being, I know the excitement's there, so I wanted to post this showcase and show you guys how this unit performs at its current state, even after a couple of years upon release. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the showcase. As always, I do appreciate you checking it out. If you enjoyed the video, certainly make sure to leave a like, and if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. Alright, we'll go ahead and close out here. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.